The hidden handshakes that built Jumia. How partnerships made Nigeria's biggest online mall possible. In 2014, a small phone dealer in Ikea refused to sell on Jumia. "I no fit give my business to computer people," he said. 3 years later, that same man had 3 staff packing orders just for Jumia, and his monthly sales had jumped by 4 times. What changed? He did not. Jumia's partnerships did. If you are an entrepreneur tired of doing everything alone, unemployed and wondering why no one returns your calls, underemployed and stuck because you do not know anybody, or managing on Social Security and trying to make one contact turn into cash, this is for you. Because Jumia did not become Nigeria's biggest e-commerce player by selling alone. They became Jumia by building the smartest web of partnerships Nigeria had ever seen. This is part 1 of 3. We will use Jumia as a live case study to decode how to use partnership and networking when you have no rich uncle, no godfather, and no millions for ads. By the end of this series, you will see why your next big break is probably not a product. It is a person. Part 1. Nigeria's partnership, reality, and why I can do it myself, is a trap. Let us tell the truth. In Nigeria, business is relationship. Before it is revenue. The best location in a market is not for sale. It is for the person the chairman knows. The fastest delivery is not the one with the best bikes. It is the one who has settled the local boys. The cheapest supplier is not on Google. He is the man your auntie introduced you to. When Jumia launched in 2012, experts said e-commerce would fail because Nigeria had no trust, no addresses, no reliable payments. What they missed was that Nigeria had something stronger, networks. Jumia did not fight that. Jumia plugged into it. While other startups were printing flyers, Jumia was signing MOUs. While others were shouting disruption, Jumia was whispering collaboration. That is why when the storms came, FX crisis, COVID, competitor attacks, Jumia had partners to lean on. Others had only burn rate. Here are 8 principles Jumia used to handle partnership networking in Nigeria. In part 1, we will break down the first 3. These 3 alone explain why Konga struggled, why Udala merged, and why thousands of solo Instagram vendors stay small while Jumia scales. Principle 1. Borrow trust before you build it. What Jumia did. In 2012, nobody trusted Jumia. Had Nigerians trusted MTN? They trusted GT Bank. They trusted Samsung. So Jumia borrowed that trust. They made MTN the face of Jumia Mobile Week. Suddenly, buying a phone on Jumia felt like buying from MTN. They partnered with GT Bank and Access Bank to launch Jumia Pay. If your bank trusted Jumia with payments, why would not you? They signed Samsung, Benetton, and Adidas as official stores. That little word, official, killed the fear of fake products. Jumia also partnered with media. BFM, Wazobia FM, and local TV stations did not just run ads. They ran educational content. How to shop safely online. Jumia borrowed the radio presenter's voice to build credibility. Compare with others. Many new e-commerce sites launch with a logo and say, "Trust us." That is like walking into a wedding and telling strangers, "I am your brother." It does not work. Payport spent heavily on influencers, but when delivery failed, customers said, as expected. There was no borrowed trust to cushion the fall. Small vendors say, "I'm legit" on their bio. Jumia said, Samsung says, "We are legit." Who wins? For you as an entrepreneur or job seeker. Stop trying to prove yourself from zero. Who already has the trust of your customer or employer? Partner with them. If you are a graphic designer, do not 500 big clients cold. Design a free poster for a known NGO or church event. When you pitch next, you say, "I did work for X." You just borrowed excess trust. Lesson for unemployed and people on Social Security. Your first partner is not a company. It is a person with credibility. If you braid hair, do the pastor's wife's hair for free. Her head is your billboard. Her compliment is your partnership deal. In Nigeria, 1, "My sister did it," beats 10 sponsored ads. Principle 2. Turn enemies into infrastructure. What Jumia did. Traditional markets hated Jumia at first. Computer Village, Alaba, Balagun. They saw Jumia as the enemy that would kill their shops. Jumia flipped the script. Instead of fighting them, Jumia recruited them, created Jumia Marketplace, and told these same traders, "Do not see us as competition. See us as your online shop." A phone dealer in Computer Village could now sell to someone in Sokoto without leaving his stall. Jumia handled payment, delivery, and customer fights. The trader just packed the item. Jumia also turned bus parks and petrol stations into pickup stations. Those were the same places where touts harassed delivery riders. By partnering with them, Jumia made the area boys stakeholders. Now the guy who would have delayed your package guards it because he gets a commission per pickup. Compare with others. Konga also had a marketplace, but they were slower to onboard informal traders. They wanted organized sellers with CSC and TIN from day one. Jumia went to the market, sat on a stool, and said, "Bring your goods, we will teach you." That is why today, if you check a phone on Jumia, chances are it is shipped by Slot or Pointech, Jumia's former enemies. Many startups enter industries and say, "We are disrupting." Translation: "We are making you jobless." The industry fights back. Jumia said, "We are distributing." The industry joined them. For you as an entrepreneur or underemployed, who are you calling competition? That should be collaboration. If you sell food, the rider is not your cost. He is your partner. Treat him well, and he will market you. If you are a photographer, the makeup artist is not your rival for the client's budget. She is your plug for the next job. Lesson for unemployed. Your enemy might be the employed person you think took your slot. Instead of hating, learn from them. Ask them to review your 105. Ask how they got in. One day, they might be the internal referral you need. Turn enemies into bridges. Principle 3. Build channels, not just contacts. What Jumia did. Most people network to collect business cards. Jumia networked to build channels. A channel is a path that brings customers, goods, or money repeatedly without you begging each time. Examples. Jumia Force. Jumia recruited thousands of unemployed youths and housewives as sales agents. They gave them training and a commission app. These agents went to offices, churches, and neighborhoods to help people order. Jumia did not just get one sale. They built a human channel in every estate. Jumia Logistics Partners. Instead of buying all the bikes in Nigeria, Jumia partnered with existing logistics companies and gave them tech and volume. Those companies grew because of Jumia, and Jumia grew because of them. Brand partnerships. When Jumia wanted to push groceries, they did not start a farm. They partnered with supermarkets like Spar and local distributors. Jumia became the online channel for goods that already existed. Compare with others. Many SMEs do networking events and come back with 50 contacts they never call again. That is not a channel. That is a contact list. OLX Nigeria had users, but no channel to guarantee quality or delivery. So scams grew. Jumia had Jumia Force and verified sellers. That was a channel with rules. For you as an entrepreneur, do not just meet people. Create a path. If you are a tailor, train 3 apprentices in different areas. Give them samples and commission. You just build a sales channel. If you are a writer, partner with a web designer. When he gets a client who needs copy, you are the channel. When you get a client who needs a site, he is the channel. Lesson for people on Social Security or underemployed. Your channel can start with 3 people. You sell data. Your friend is a hairdresser. Your cousin does delivery. Agree. Anyone who needs data, send to me. Anyone who needs hair, send to her. Anyone who needs delivery, send to him. You just created a Jumia-style ecosystem with zero capital. That is networking that pays. Why this matters more than your product. Jumia's website is not the business. Jumia's partnerships are the business. The site can be copied in 2 weeks. The relationships with MTN, banks, Samsung, 10,000 sellers, and 50,000 riders cannot be copied. That is the moat. If you are unemployed, your degree is not your moat. Your network is. If you are underemployed, your salary is not your safety. Your channels are. If you are on Social Security, your grant is not your future. Your partnerships are. Coming up in Part 2, Principle 4, Pay with More Than Money, How Jumia Made Partners Rich in Status, Not Just Cash. Principle 5, Create Win-Win-Win Deals, Why Jumia, Sellers, and Customers All Clap. Principle 6, Localize Your Allies, Why Jumia's Abuja partners are different from Lagos. Partners Plus, Hui mistakes other companies make that turn partners into enemies, and the lessons you can use this week. Jumia proved one thing. In Nigeria, you do not rise by yourself. You rise by who rises with you. Your move. Who is one person you can partner with this week, not to help you, but to make both of you win? Comment, partner, and share your idea. Let us build together. And if you want Part 2, the minute it drops, plus real scripts on how to pitch partnerships when you have no money, subscribe to my YouTube channel now. We train entrepreneurs, job seekers, and everyday hustlers to build networks that feed them, not drain them. See you in Part 2. Because in Nigeria, your net worth is your network. Let us work it. The secret agreements that made Jumia unstoppable. How partnerships became Nigeria's most powerful currency. In 2017, a small logistics company in Enugu had 2 bikes and 0 contracts. The owner was about to sell the bikes to pay house rent. Then Jumia called. Today, that same company runs a fleet of 50 vans and delivers for 3 other e-commerce firms. What did Jumia see in a 2-bike startup that banks and investors missed? The answer is partnership, not pity. Welcome to Part 2. In Part 1, we learned how Jumia borrowed trust, turned enemies into infrastructure, and built channels instead of contacts. If you missed it, go back and watch it on the channel first. Because Part 2 is where we reveal how Jumia made partners fight for them, not with them. This is for you if you are an entrepreneur tired of begging for collabs, unemployed and wondering why connections never turn into contracts, underemployed and watching others rise because they know people, or on Social Security and needing one relationship to change your month. Jumia's Playbook shows you how to make people need you, not just like you. Part 2. The deal-making principles that locked Nigeria down. Principle 4. Pay with more than money. Give status, volume, and survival. What Jumia did. Cash is expensive in Nigeria. Everyone wants it. Jumia did not always have it. So they paid partners with 3 things that are often worth more than cash. Status, volume, and survival. Status. When Jumia signed Samsung as an official store, Samsung got more than sales. They got a digital flagship store in a country where opening physical stores is a nightmare. Jumia put official store badges and ran co-branded campaigns. For smaller sellers, Jumia created Top Seller and Jumia Express tags. That badge alone helped a trader in Ababa increase his walk-in customers. Because people said, if Jumia trusts him, I can. Volume. A logistics writer doing freelance work might get 3 deliveries a day. Partner with Jumia and he gets 20. Even if Jumia pays less per drop, the writer's total take-home doubles. Jumia made the math work. That is why GIG Logistics, Trainx, and hundreds of small fleets grew because of Jumia routes. Survival. During COVID lockdown, many businesses died. Jumia gave sellers loans through Jumia Lending based on their sales history. No collateral. No bank wahala. For a woman selling kitchenware in Yaba, that loan was the difference between closing shop and restocking. She will never leave Jumia. Loyalty was bought without a check. Compare with others. Many startups approach partners with how much? Jumia asked. How else? Konga paid suppliers on time, but Jumia paid suppliers on time and gave them data on what sells best next month. Which one would you pick? Payporty did influencer deals with cash. Jumia did influencer deals with cash plus a dedicated landing page and sold on Jumia bragging rights. Influencers looked bigger. They pushed harder. For you as an entrepreneur or job seeker. Stop entering every negotiation with how much will you pay me? Ask, what can I help you win? If you are a social media manager, do not just charge a client. Promise them, I will get you on 3 blogs for free. Who just paid with status. If you are unemployed, tell the employer, I will document our process, so your next hire trains faster. You just paid with survival. Lesson for people on Social Security or underemployed: you may not have money, but you have time, effort, and access. Offer to be the online person for a mama put who does not have a phone. You post her food, take orders, she cooks. She gets volume. You get commission. You both get status. That is Jumia math with zero capital. Principle 5. Create win-win-win deals. Jumia, partner, and customer must all clap. What Jumia did. Most partnerships die because only two people win. Jumia insisted on 3 winners. Jumia, the partner, and the customer. If one person loses, the deal is bad. Example 1. Jumia Food. Restaurant wins because it gets orders without hiring riders. Jumia wins because it earns commission and keeps users on the app. Customer wins because jollof rice comes to their door in rain. 3 claps. Example 2. Jumia Pay and Banks. Bank wins because more people use their cards online. Jumia wins because checkout is faster, so fewer abandoned carts. Customer wins because they get cash back and do not enter card details every time. 3 claps. Example 3. Jumia Global with Chinese sellers. Chinese seller wins because they reach Nigeria without dealing with customs wahala. Jumia wins because catalog grows. Customer wins because they get items not in Nigerian stores. 3 claps. Compare with others. Many classified sites in Nigeria had a win-lose-win model. Seller wins by posting free. Customer wins by seeing options. A platform loses because no money enters. Site dies. OLX Nigeria, Efraton, gone. Some logistics companies did win-win-lose. They and the e-commerce site were happy, but delivery fees were so high the customer abandoned cart. Everybody lost later. Jumia forced partners to cut fees by guaranteeing volume. Customer won, so volume came, so partner won. For you as an entrepreneur, before you pitch any partnership, draw 3 circles. You, partner, customer. If you cannot write a clear win in each circle, do not pitch yet. If you are a tailor, do not just partner with a fabric seller to get cheaper material. Make sure the customer also gets a fabric plus sewing discount. That is win-win-win. Lesson for unemployed. When you ask for a job, most people hear, "We win, I win, company loses money." Flip it. Show how the company wins, because you will solve a problem, save cost, or bring clients. Win-win-win gets hired. Win-lose gets ignored. Principle 6. Localize your allies. Abuja partners are not Lagos partners. What Jumia did. Nigeria is not one market, so Jumia did not use one partner playbook. In Lagos, they partnered with tech hubs, influencers, and big malls. Speed and trends matter. In Kano, they partnered with market associations, radio stations, and emirate councils. Trust and community matter. In Port Harcourt, they partnered with oil company cooperatives for bulk sales. Jumia also used local champions. Jumia force agents in Ibadan are different from agents in Onitsha. Ibadan agents do more electronics because of students. Onitsha agents do more bulk goods because of traders. Jumia trained them differently and gave them different targets. Even global brands were localized. When Jumia on board Nivea, the campaigns in the north focused on lotion for a dry season. In the south, campaigns focused on even skin tone. Same partner, different war plan. Compare with others. Many companies sign one national partnership and expect it to work everywhere. A fintech signs a deal with one influencer in Lekki and wonders why no traction in Kaduna. Jumia would sign that Lekki influencer and a Hausa radio presenter and a church youth leader in Enugu. Same product, 3 allies. Konga had strong Lagos presence but was weaker in the north for years because partnerships were not localized. Jumia ate that gap. For you as an entrepreneur or underemployed, stop using one pitch for everyone. If you sell skincare, your Lagos partner might be a beauty spa. Your Kano partner might be a hijab vendor. Both can sell your product, but you must speak their customer's language. Lesson for people on Social Security. Your community is your first region. What works on your street may not work 2 streets away. Partner with the person who knows that street. If you sell recharge cards, partner with the kiosk near the mosque for Friday sales and partner with the bar for weekend sales. Localize your allies, multiply your income. Why competitors kept getting blocked? Because they treated partnership like a handshake. Jumia treated partnership like infrastructure. Handshakes are forgotten. Infrastructure is used every day. Jumia's partners were not doing Jumia a favor. Jumia was doing partners a favor while also growing itself. That is the difference between networking and network building. Coming up in Part 3, Principle 7. Kiligo, keep equity. How Jumia cover control between the market. Principle 8. Make your partner famous. Why Jumia tags sellers more than itself. Plus, 3 deadly mistakes other companies make that turn partners into saboteurs. And the full lessons. Learn playbook you can copy with zero nary Jumia. Not just build an e-commerce site that built a country of allies. And in Nigeria, allies be algorithms. Your move. Look at your phone now. Who is one person you can give status, volume, or survival this week? Not just money. Comment, Elia, and tell me who you will call today. And do not miss Part 3. This is the part where we show you how Jumia made partners market Jumia for free, and how you can do the same. Subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Every week we break down how African giants really win, so you can win too, even if you are starting from zero. See you in Part 3. In Nigeria, your next level is not in your hand. It is in your handshake. The final handshake. How Jumia made partners beg to work with them, while competitors chased and begged. In 2020, during the peak of COVID lockdown, a big Nigerian electronics brand had 2 choices. Option 1, shut down because malls were closed. Option 2, call Jumia. They called Jumia. Within 7 days, their official store was live, selling to customers from Sokoto to Port Harcourt without opening a single shop. That brand as CEO later said, "We thought you were helping Jumia. Turns out, Jumia was saving us." How does a company get to the point where partners need you more than you need them? That is the final level of partnership and networking in Nigeria. Welcome to Part 3. When we learn to borrow trust, turn enemies into infrastructure, and build channels. In Part 2, we saw how Jumia paid with status, created win-win-win deals, and localized allies. Today, we close with the last 2 of 8 principles, expose 3 mistakes that turn partners into enemies, and give you the full lessons learned playbook you can use with zero capital. This is for entrepreneurs who are tired of one-man business, unemployed graduates who know networking, but have no network, underemployed hustlers who need leverage, and people on social security who must make one relationship multiply. Part 3. The last 2 principles, the 3 partner graves, and your action plan. Principle 7. Kiligo, keep equity, give up control to gain the market. What Jumia did. Most founders want to own everything. The product, the delivery, the payment, the glory. Jumia killed that ego early. They did not manufacture phones, so they gave phone brands the official store spotlight and let them control pricing and stock. Jumia just provided the customers and the tech. They did not own all the delivery bikes, so they gave logistics partners volume guarantees and let them paint their own names on the vans, under Jumia Logistics. They did not force sellers to use only Jumia Pay, so they integrated Flutterwave, Paystack, and bank transfers. Jumia understood a hard Nigerian truth. If you try to eat alone, you will choke alone. By giving up small control, they gained massive scale. A seller in Aba feels like a CEO because he controls his store on Jumia. A logistics partner feels like a boss because he hires riders. They all defend Jumia because Jumia let them win. Compare with others. Many startups in Nigeria die of founder syndrome. The CEO wants to be the face of everything. The company wants to own the whole value chain. Result: they move slow, burn cash, and fight partners. Konga, in its early years, tried to do everything in-house: warehouse, delivery, payments, even its own phone brand. It was heavy. Jumia was lighter because it shared the load. When the Naria crashed, Konga's heavy model hurt more. Jumia as partner model flexed. Small Instagram vendors also do this. They want to be the seller, the writer, the customer service, and the influencer. They burn out. Jumia would tell that vendor, focus on sourcing fine bags. We will handle delivery and fights. For you as an entrepreneur, ask yourself, what part of your business can someone else do better, faster, or cheaper? Give it away for a cut. If you are a baker, you do not need to deliver. Partner with 2 writers and give them all your deliveries. You bake more. They earn more. Ego says, I must do it all. Equity says, we all eat. Lesson for unemployed and underemployed. Your ego might be your 105. You want the perfect job with the perfect title. Kill that ego. Hate the internship, the volunteer role, the partnership where you learn and someone else gets the headline. That experience is equity. 6 months later, you have the control you wanted because you earned it. Lesson for people on Social Security. You do not need to own the whole chain. If you can cook, partner with someone who can sell. If you can sell, partner with someone who can deliver. 1 pot of soup can feed 3 families if each person handles 1 part. Keep equity, not ego. Principle 8. Make your partner famous. Put their name before yours. What Jumia did. Check Jumia as product pages. You will see sold by Slot, sold by Oromo Official Store, sold by Mama Gold Kitchen. Jumia tags the seller big. Why? Because when the seller feels famous, they bring more stock, better prices, and they tell their customers, buy from me on Jumia. Jumia runs Seller Spotlight campaigns, Top Seller Awards, and Brand of the Month. They do interviews with small sellers and post them on social media. A woman selling hair in Lagos became a micro-celebrity because Jumia profiled her. She now teaches others how to sell on Jumia. She is Jumia's free marketing army. Even Jumia Force agents get leaderboards, jackets, and ceremonies. A student who makes 10 sales in his hostel is called on stage at Jumia events. That fame is addictive. It costs Jumia little, but it buys loyalty that money cannot buy. Compare with others. Many marketplaces hide the seller. They want customers to be loyal to the platform, not the merchant. Result: sellers feel like suppliers, not partners. They leave once a better deal shows up. Some Nigerian fintechs sign big merchants, but never mention them. The merchant feels used. Jumia signs a merchant and makes them the hero of the campaign. The merchant brings all their customers next time. For you as an entrepreneur, who can you make famous? If a customer refers someone, do not just say thanks. Post them. Shout out to Auntie Kemi for sending her sister. If a supplier gives you a good deal, tag them. Fabric from the best man in Yaba. When you make partners famous, they make you rich. Lesson for unemployed. Make your referee famous. If someone gives you a referral, update them and thank them publicly on LinkedIn. A thanks to Mr. Tun for opening this door. Mr. Tunda will remember you next time. People support what they help build, and they support harder when you praise them. Lesson for underemployed and on Social Security. If you join a cooperative, celebrate the member who brought the most people. If you sell in a group, clap for the person whose customer bought the most. Fame in small circles is fuel. Use it. 3 fatal mistakes that turn partners into saboteurs. Mistake 1. Using partners as tools, not team. Some companies sign partners just to tick a box or get a discount. They do not invest in the partner's growth. The partner feels used and starts looking for exit. One logistics firm left a big e-commerce player because they treat us like boys. Jumia runs training, gives tech, and shares data. The partner feels like a team. Lesson: ask your partner, how can I help you grow this month? If you do not row them, they will not row you. Mistake 2. One-size partnership deals. A deal that works in Lagos will fail in Kano if you ignore culture, religion, and buying habits. Companies copy and paste MOUs. Jumia rewrites them per region. Others sign an influencer and get mad when northern customers do not engage. Jumia signs an influencer and a radio host and a market leader. Lesson: customize the win. Ask your partner, what does winning look like for you here? Then build the deal around that. Mistake 3. Chasing new partners while starving old ones. Many businesses are always at networking events, looking for new people, but they do not reply the old partner's WhatsApp. The old partner leaves, and you are back to zero. Jumia has key account managers whose only job is to love existing sellers. That is why Slot, Samsung, and thousands of SMEs are still there after 10 years. Lesson. Your old partners are your new money. Water them before you hunt. A phone call to say, "How was sales this week?" can keep a partner for another year. Lessons learned. Your Jumia partnership. Playbook. From 8 principles and 3 graves, here is what you can do starting today. 1. Borrow trust first. Find who your customer already believes and stand beside them. 2. Turn rivals into roots. That person you call competition might be your best channel. 3. Build channels, not contacts. Do not collect numbers. Create systems that bring repeat value. 4. Pay with status and volume. Not every deal needs cash. Fame and flow win too. 5. Force win-win-win. If the customer loses, the deal is dead. Draw 3 circles before you sign. 6. Localize your allies. Your Abuja partner needs a different plan from your Lagos partner. 7. Kill ego. Keep equity. Let go of small controlled to gain big scale. 8. Make partners famous. Tag them, award them, thank them loudly. For unemployed, your first partnership is with someone who is where you want to be. Offer free help for 1 month. That is your equity play. For underemployed, your co-workers are partners. Make them famous when they help. They will pull you up. For people on Social Security, your neighbor is your logistics partner. Your church member is your sales agent. Your friend is your supplier. Build your village Jumia. Closing Jumia did not win Nigeria because it had the best website. It won because it had the best handshakes. In a country where trust is low, but relationships are everything, partnership is the real product. So ask yourself, who needs to win for you to win? Go make them win this week. This ends our 3-part Jumia case study of partnership and networking. But your own case study starts now. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for the next series, How Flutterwave Used Partnerships to Make Banks Look Slow. Every week, we break down African giants, so you can copy the thinking, not the budget. Comment, handshake, if you are ready to build your first real partnership. I will reply with one idea just for you. In Nigeria, we do not rise alone, we rise as a network. Let us build yours.